Yeah, what's up? Welcome to Madhouse Pro. I'm in the building. If you don't like it, you can kick rocks to get out because it's my building. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, right? We get questions and questions. Which is the best DAW? Some provide something better than the other. Lotta. Kiggles and grits and all that other good stuff. Hey, so Universal Audio, a major hit in the game. This ain't nothing dealing with them, but I got 3 screens now, y'all. So what I do is I'm able to watch my UAD console as I mix and master, but we're going to get that out the way. But what I'm about to do is I'm going to compare 2 of the DAWs, right? First, let me open up the legendary, the Bovlo. I want to say industry standard, but we'll just say Pro Tools, right? This is the intro. They cut out my other student stuff from way back years when I was in school. I tried to download that stuff. The blue screen of death. Hey, anyway, everybody moves on from something. But so let's open up Pro Tools because I did this. We'll just name this one Try Me. We'll just go call it Try. And we go get into it. So let me say I got double voice. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Let's import a file. We'll just say audio desktop. Let's go. I'm gonna do this one because this is the one that just kind of did me in. You have to tell me all the time because I like potato chips. All right, new track. All right, let's go to window. Let's go to edit. All right, here's the track, right? I gotta turn it back up. All right, so I did this a few minutes ago. We'll just listen to the track. All right, we could hear the kick drum come in, right? So I did this a few seconds ago. Let's switch this window from the window to the wall. Let's go on the insert. We're gonna add a plugin dynamic. Which one did I use? I was just here y'all not long ago. 2 years ago, a friend of mine. We're gonna use this BX Boom, right? So I did this, right? So let's where that window go? Where the window? Get out the window. All right, so let's play this. I just want to do this. So, pay attention to the VST right here, right? All right, let's switch it. Okay. So you see what it does, right? The kick drum that's in the whole track, it locks in onto the frequencies and either attenuate it, taking it down low, or it increases, right? That's dope, right? So I did this a few minutes ago. I was like, pretty decent, right? But then I have to think for a minute. I'm like, this is in Pro Tools. Let me go to another DAW and see if I get the same effect. Now, I will say this off the rip, right? When you open up Pro Tools, you get a little bit more. You know, okay, this is from Plugin Alliance. It's a Brainworks deal. The presets right here, you can hit the drop down button. You got H you could go to, right? The name of the track, preset, blah, blah. They give you a little bit more. So let's go to this other DAW real quick. And don't say this. Just to think or have knowledge that all the DAWs just about do the same thing. When you really listen to it, though, you know, it'll be a slight difference for the audio engineers. And when you really get into the specifications of it, you may check it out and be like, oh, okay, well, this sounds best to me. Or you pick your poison, right? You pick the one you want to use and you do that. But my argument that I'm getting to, All these VSTs can be used in different digital audio workstations, different DAWs. They sound a little bit different, but not too bad, right? We gonna import. It's just something to think about, Troy. Here go the track. Uh-huh. All right, let's listen to this a little bit. Let me take this down, you guys. Oops. So let's go back. Sound a little different though, right? Y'all probably could hear the difference, right? Maybe not. I forgot to do something. Let me put that plug in on there. Recently used. Boom. All right, here go the same plugin, right? First thing off the rip, I don't see, only because I use this, there's no drop down box like you had in Pro Tools, but I know it's right up there at programs. So let's go. Same thing, plugin alliance. Pretty decent. Hitting the button is going through different ones. So the question is like, okay, there's a sound, there's a difference in the sound, but the VSTs are just about spot on. The VSTs will do what it do. So the question is, should it even be an argument on which DAW you use, right? Some people are just gonna jump in, they die hard to the DAW they're with. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. You just want to use Pro Tools. You just want to use Cubase. You just want to use Studio One. You just want to use Samplitude Pro. That's me. But no, I touch into some of everything, right? Because when people, you have to be flexible. And what I mean by that, you know, you may have somebody, if you allow people to come to your studios and, hey, I got a track, or I use this and that. You want to collab with somebody. You want to make sure that you somewhat you have to be flexible. Bottom line, you have to be flexible. I don't know all the big top engineers in the world. I know it's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of people, and you got your up and coming. You got the ones that are hitting. They may come and want to work on a project. You want to be ready. That's all I'm saying. So a lot of VSTs, I have a ton of them. I use waves. I use any and everything. Bottom line. So just a heads up. One VST that's good for one is good for another, right? At the end of the day, does it sound good? So don't get wrapped up in you know, the arguments which it happens. Here's even Luna. I would love to go into Luna, but Luna always knocked me out of my system, and I lose all my mic inputs or whatnot. So, but PreSonus Studio One, all this stuff, y'all, is great. Use the one that fits you. Don't get wrapped up in the battles of the DAWs. Oh, you need to try this. Try it. I do. I try them all. And if they work, and ooh, I almost thought about one. Harrison Audio came out with one, Mix Bus. I touched on it a little bit. I didn't dive into it yet. Like you see, I still got Sonar Platinum, y'all. Who remember those? It's something band now, Bandcamp or something. But hey, just be mindful of that. Hey, the VSTs work at mostly all DAWs. But this is Madhouse Pro. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Be blessed. Cool.